In the cutthroat world of professional improvisation, there are only a few groups that evoke an instant sense of astonishment from their audiences. Actually, there's really only one group like that. One shining powerhouse of inspired spontaneity among multitudes of forgettable improv groups. I speak, of course, of the Trifecta, the legendary improvisation group of Jerri, Ruoti, and Andy Sarouhan. The exact date of origin of the Trifecta is unknown, mostly because Andy refuses to formally recognize the human construct of time, and Jerri has for decades ritualistically incinerated his diaries at the eve of each new year. Extensive research has revealed that the trio was formed sometime after the Loma Prieta earthquake, but before the opening of the Willie Brown span of the Bay Bridge. On that fateful day, Jerri and Andy met and the sparks flew. Not in a romantic way, but in an improv type of way, which can at times lead to romance, but not in this case. The trio was formed: Jerri Ruoti, Andy Sarouhan, and another improviser whose name and gender will remain undisclosed, may he or she rot in hell. The Trifecta was an instant classic, playing standing room only shows in major performance venues across the world. It was a magical time for all three players, Jerri, Andy, and the other one, may he or she be hit by a bus. But hard times fell upon the Trifecta when their third member, whose name and gender will continue to remain undisclosed, left the trio for quote-unquote personal reasons. He or she then went on to a budding film career, starring as the bow and arrow wielding heroine in a young adult dystopian Gladiator trilogy. He or she soon won an Academy Award, and during her acceptance speech in her pretty little off-white strapless princess gown, Jennifer failed to mention her time on the Trifecta and the great learning she'd received from Jerri and Andy. That was a low point for the Trifecta. Since then, Jerri and Andy have attempted numerous replacements for their anonymous third member, to little avail. For various reasons, few to none of which have anything to do with Jerri and Andy, no third member has ever remained on the Trifecta for more than one performance. Will tonight be the night? We shall see. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Trifecta.
Oh my God. It's like, you can just smell it. You can just smell it. It's big nuggets and sweat.
They said we could have as many fries as we want.
This is amazing. I haven't been in one of these ball pits since I was a kid. Oh man, what a score.
I know.
You know, I'm not allowed to eat McDonald's anymore, so it's just so nice to be here, just to even take it in, you know, in sort of an olfactory type of way. So we're actually going to perform in the restaurant itself?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know you could rent out a whole McDonald's.
You can. If you have enough money, you can rent out anything.
I guess so. Do you think it's like a high roller who rents out a McDonald's, or is it, you know, is that sort of a...
Definitely new money.
Is that new money?
It's new money.
Oh, man. Well, I feel good about this. My parents used to take me here when I was a good boy.
Care to elaborate on that one?
Well, I had sort of a thing when I was a kid. There's like a big scientific name for it, but if you really had to boil it down, it was sort of like a blind Hulk rage thing. I don't remember anything. When it would happen, I would sort of black out, and then I would come to sometimes a minute, sometimes an hour later. And it was always sort of like walking into like a new life, because things would be broken and people would be crying. But no, I mean that was a long time ago, and I, the doctor actually recommended that a reward-based treatment was the way to go, and so we settled on 20-piece McNuggets actually, which was a lot when you're 8.
Yeah, a lot of nuggets for a kid.
Yeah, I was big on the sweet and sour sauce back then. Oh boy, that sweet and sour sauce. Oh, that was like my Prozac. That's funny. I never get mad anymore. Lucky me. Anger's such a wasted emotion.
When's the last time you had a McNugget?
Oh, God. Well, Catherine is vegan. And
Right.
so, when we got together, there were certain stipulations on the relationship. And one of them was, it wasn't a matter of just her being vegan. She wanted to know that the lips she was kissing and the fluids she was experiencing were also
You do know that's impossible.
Yeah, I guess when you think about it.
Because you're an animal.
Yeah,
It invalidates the entire thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't think into it too hard. It's sort of just a philosophy. But nonetheless, I haven't had a McNugget since then. I dream about them though.
Whatever works for you.
Oh yeah. Hey man, this is gonna be a great show, huh?
Yeah.
What a find for guests, huh?
I mean, I didn't. Who knew? Family reunions and some such.
Yeah, man. So
I didn't know that they were friends.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so were you shy? I would have been super shy asking, even talking to Tracy.
Well, no, I remember that. So it's funny. She used to bully me. I remember that.
Tracy used to bully.
Yeah, you know how when your parents hang out with their friends and their friends have kids, and it's just assumed that you would all be friends.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's never true.
No, that's not true at all.
Never true. She bullied me.
Oh.
I mean, now I'm taller, so that'll stop.
Right.
But
well, what did the bullying look like?
I used to wear a hat.
Yeah.
And she'd steal it.
Did she steal your hat?
Not one hat, every hat. Every hat I had, she stole.
Did you ever get them back?
No, I don't think so. No. I mean, I just would buy new hats.
What kind of hat man were you?
They were caps and
Caps?
I mean, winter it'd be a.
I've never seen you wear a hat.
Why do you think I don't wear hats now?
I think you'd look handsome in a hat, Jerry.
I thought I would look dapper.
You should ask him back. You should ask her back.
It's been a number of years.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
we saw each other the last time that the families got together,
Yeah.
and I realized I connected the dots. Asked her if she would want to perform at this McDonald's. And
Yeah.
she said yes, and I'm willing to let bygones be bygones and move forward.
Okay, well, I don't know what type of person it is. I don't know if she'd be offended by you asking for the hats back. I always encourage people to stand up for themselves, without showing rage. Just calmly standing up for themselves.
As long as they had chicken McNuggets waiting in the wings.
Well, you never know. But, just saying. Obviously we don't want to ruffle any feathers. If she likes us, maybe she'll actually stay on. That would be big. She's got lots of connections.
Exactly, we're playing the long game.
The long game.
Besides, my head is gigantic now. I couldn't fit in any of those hats.
Huh. I never noticed.
I mean, I was just a little kid.
No, I know, but you have a proud, large head.
Yeah. I'm an overachiever in most things.
It's very handsome. It's a very handsome, large head. So have you actually met the people who hired us?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. They're something. I don't know anything about new or old money. I just know I've never really seen a man dressed that way.
You mean all denim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His shoes were denim.
Yeah. Denim everything.
Yeah.
You know how he made his money?
You know? Don't tell me.
You know, the sayings, kiss the cook?
Yeah.
He did that. He wrote Kiss the Cook. he owns the Kiss the Cook empire.
You mean they were like on the aprons and
Yeah,
things
just like that. Anything. From what I understood, because I googled him, like 92 out of 100 aprons like come from him. If they have words on them. If they're blank, it's someone else.
My dad has one that just says, "This kitchen's for Armenians only." Do you think that's his?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, it is.
That's genius.
Hi.
Yeah.
Woo! Hi.
Good to see you.
Hi. Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh my God, you look great.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How are your parents?
Good. They're okay. Yeah. They say hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Andy.
Hi,
It's
nice to
it's
meet
an
you.
honor.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I used to
No.
come down to LA to actually watch
Oh
you.
God, no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
That
totally.
was so cool.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you. Well, thanks for asking me in here.
Yeah.
Oh, golly. We go back from
Yeah.
when we were kids. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I hear
Weird
that.
we both grew up to be improvisers. Isn't
I
that
know.
odd?
Do you think there was some kind of
I
influence?
don't know. We used to play a lot. Well, because I kind of, when our parents would be playing bridge or whatever the hell they did. And so we would play games and make stuff up and stuff like that. So maybe that's where we got it.
That's nice. You feel like you two got along?
Yeah. Pretty good.
That's great. It's great to have bosom
Yeah.
buddies when you're a friend.
What?
No, nothing.
No, you can.
No, never mind.
All right.
I just remember something and then no, just something. No, we got along great. This is great. I played a lot of places.
Yeah.
A lot of weird places. I've never played a McDonald's before. And it has a smell. I don't think I've been in a McDonald's for years.
Yeah.
It's a fragrance.
It is a fragrance.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see you. Thank you so much
Oh,
for
no.
asking me.
Well, I asked my dad, and my dad asked your dad,
Yeah.
and then I got back to you, and so
Yeah.
on and so forth, and I used the dad network.
There we go.
How did they become friends?
I think, I think they were, they were in, like a club.
Yeah.
Like the
Elks.
The Elks.
Elks.
But they rode
Right.
motorcycles.
Yeah, right.
Briefly. Well, until they
No.
got married, because then I don't know about your mom, but my mom.
No,
said
it's
that-
done.
That's the ball pit.
Their mascot was an elk riding a motorcycle.
Yeah. So they were motorcycle riding elks.
I don't know.
I don't really talk to my dad that much, which is really interesting because he never calls me or emails or anything, and yet he did with the invitation. So thanks for bringing me and my dad
Aw,
together.
well,
It was
you
so
know.
nice. Yay.
Well, I'll give you two a little time to catch up. I'm just gonna go check in, just make sure they've got all the tech stuff set up.
Okay.
We've got a great pianist tonight and
Oh,
stuff,
great.
so yeah.
This is an interesting green room.
Yeah, it's a play space.
Oh, yeah.
Don't mind the ball pit.
No, I was definitely before. So, all right. I feel, I don't know if this is the time to bring it up, but
Bring
I
it up.
felt really bad because I think when we were kids that I wasn't always super nice to you.
Well, you were taller and older, and I was younger and smaller.
And yeah, you are taller.
Right, I think that's how that works.
That is how that works. Not always, but I just want to say I'm really sorry that if I did anything to offend you, if I did anything to hurt you, I am really sorry. I was a kid. Kids do dumb stuff, but I've been thinking about it for so long. And then when this whole thing happened, I just want to make amends because I felt bad about anything that I might have done. So, are we good?
Yes, it's water under the bridge.
Good. Okay. Good.
Really?
Now we just wait.
So you dwelled on that?
Yeah, are you kidding? I remember I don't remember every time I was an asshole, but I remember most of the times that I was an asshole. And I think I was an asshole. So I am sorry.
I mean, but in like that childish way, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
but I don't know. I think I should have known better. I don't know. I think, part of it was, I think I took, because I didn't have younger siblings, I think I took stuff out on you because it was easier and home wasn't great for me. It wasn't super fun times. And so I think that I just had this opportunity, and there was something about you that was just needy. I mean, I'm not saying, I don't mean to say that, but it was just, you know that thing where somebody wants your attention, and then they keep going, play with me, do this, and it just became, it was so easy. That's the problem, it was so easy. It was just right there, and I think I just kind of used it because it was easy, and I just could just like, and you just were, and that was it. So, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I was a needy kid.
Yeah.
A little whiny.
Yeah, but aren't we all? You were little. You were little.
Hey, I brought these 20-pack McNuggets.
Oh.
They've just got them lined up on the tables. I can't have
I
them.
don't eat
Oh, you-
nuggets.
Okay.
I don't really eat anything called a nugget. Because you don't know what's in the nugget.
Right.
But thank you so
Sure.
much.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to eat them either because I have
There's
promised.
too many things in nuggets, and you hear all the stories of beaks and beak and things in the nuggets. And you want a nugget, don't you?
Which is this guy is so he's got all of these kids, and he's bought all of them these full denim outfits. So everybody out there is just a bunch of 12-year-olds in full denim outfits, and they actually have Ronald McDonald out there, and I'm going to be honest, they're not
This
being.
is a hell gig.
Yeah, they're not being that. No, it's going to be fine. I think they're taking it all out on Ronald, so I think we're going to be fine.
I played years ago in London. I was supposed to do a stand-up gig in a bar, and they said, no, you're here, and it was it was all where the children were, and it was 5-year-olds with like little kitty faces and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they were the worst hecklers I have ever had. The worst. They were brutal. And it was so rough. And so children make me nervous. And I don't know, something about a bunch of little 12-year-olds in denim. I'm a little nervous. This makes me nervous. But I'll be fine. It'll be fine. I don't mean to make you nervous because I'm nervous.
I'm sorry that I put bad vibes into the room.
I'm
Bad
so
juju.
sorry. It's fine. I'm good.
Do you want to know what helps me? Just sniff it. There's no beaks in sniffing. Just sniff it.
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna do breading.
Oh, that's a great idea. I still can't do that, but that's a great idea. Can I just see the meat? We just sort of I'll let the juice, just squeeze it. Oh, damn, I missed that. They've got all these special sauces out there. They actually have the Szechuan out there, and they've got a wasabi one,
Wasabi.
a wasabi McNugget sauce. They've got a Cajun McNugget sauce out there.
That's a lot of
They've got a
sauces.
Wisconsin.
So what do you do?
I'm going to use the
what's
restroom.
your- Oh, it's like what do you do when you're not doing shows?
Oh, well, I mean, I've actually been sort of working pretty full time trying to get us back on track. It's a really,
Oh, yeah.
it's a big job, landing a good gig
Oh,
like
yeah.
this, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I do a lot of, just sort of hitting the pavement and going and talking to people.
Okay.
I mean, we had a pretty good thing going for us for, quite a number of years.
Yeah,
And,
Jennifer Lawrence, right?
yeah. But, that's all.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, she's
She's so young.
Yeah, she was very young. She was certainly
But
the.
she had, she's got such star power, and she was great.
Yeah,
and she
people
was a good
say.
improviser. She seems like she'd be fun.
Yeah, she was great. Jerry and I actually were the ones who taught her.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
Do you
cool.
stay in touch?
I send her a message here and there. She's very busy. And apparently I no longer have a direct email to her, so I mostly am just getting her agent.
Okay, that's
is-
super typical.
Yeah.
That's the same with Wayne Brady.
Oh, is that right? Oh, were you?
Yeah, he got super famous, and now he's super hard to get hold of. But when I see him, he's super nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's sort of like, it's weird, when somebody who's in your peer group gets famous.
Yeah.
Edie Patterson.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying she's weird. I haven't talked to her in a little while, but we've been texting a whole bunch. Well, her success with Righteous Gemstones.
You should try to nip the weirdness in the bud before it
I don't think
happens.
it would get weird because we go back so far and we're such good friends, but who knows? I don't know. Sometimes people get famous and then it just feels weird. All of a sudden you change around them and they feel awkward because they change and then, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem because I'm not famous.
See, but that's my thing. I know how to solve this whole problem.
What's that?
Jerry and I just need to get famous. Because then...
Oh, are you doing all this to try and get Jennifer Lawrence back?
No! No.
Alright. When do we do this thing? When does this
Then
happen?
they're helping Ronald off the stage.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's breathing. The big purple thing is up next.
Oh, Grimace?
Yeah.
Oh, they need to leave Grimace alone. He's a poor, helpless, I don't even know, jelly bean? I'm not sure what he is.
Did you ever wonder why his name was Grimace?
Yeah, he...
Oh, quick thing. You just said that? Do you want to do a real quick warm-up?
Sure.
Okay, it's called Jibber.
Okay.
All right, it's a word at a time,
Okay.
and you start with Jibber,
Uh-huh.
and it's like, did you ever?
Right.
And then wonder, blah, blah, blah. And then when everyone decides that it's over, you just start with another Jibber.
Oh, we should do
Does
this.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Jibber!
Wonder,
Why?
People,
never,
Listen.
Jibber!
wonder,
If
You,
can,
touch
your,
feet,
under
the,
water,
Jibber
have,
sex,
with
a,
girl,
Jibber
listen,
to,
the
stars,
when,
it
is,
night,
Jibber
have,
memorable,
dentistry
Jibber!
forget,
Persons,
last,
name
when,
they,
introduced
themselves,
as,
their
Christian,
name.
all the time.
Actually, I'm drifting into an accent as it happened.
yeah.
It's good, all right. I
We
love
should
this.
probably get going though.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what I'm hearing.
You could just
leave it.
yeah, they're gonna let the 9-year-olds in to play.
And I just want to say this. You know, I don't want you to think my only goal is to get famous.
Oh.
I want to do really good work.
Oh, good.
And you know, we're looking to do really good work with good people.
Oh, yay.
You know, you seem like good people.
Thank
and,
you.
know,
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm so. I got your notes. I got your notes. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for asking me. I'm super excited.
My
to talk to
pleasure.
you.
After you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Trifecta.
Hello, everyone. I love your outfits. Do you love your outfits?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody, give Ronald a big hand. He's sitting there in the back. And folks, we are the Trifecta. Your improvisers from my left,
Jerry.
Tracy.
Andy, and on the keyboards we have the incredible Liz Baker. And on the lights, who knew they had a lighting rig in a McDonald's, but they do, we have Mitch Green. Folks, everything you're going to see tonight is going to be completely improvised. To get us started, when you grow older, what is one goal that you have?
Be mobile, gray hair.
I heard be mobile.
Beer.
Thank you.
How are you doing today, Mr. Johansson? Oh, well. Did you sleep well?
I woke up very early, and no one came.
Well, I'm here now, Mr. Johansson.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
I'm dirty.
Right, well, we can sponge you down.
tall woman.
Oh, thank you. I get it from my family. We're Norwegian.
Those tall people?
Yes, Vikings. I'll have the soap.
You believe in all them gods then? Viking gods?
You mean Frigga? And Frey?
Yeah.
Well, of course, Mr. Johansson.
Really?
The All-Father, Odin? The Frost Giants of Nidlheim? We'll need to take your shirt off. Hands up.
You can't possibly believe in all that jibber jabber.
Oh, I do. That Fenrir, the large wolf, will break from his chains, and that Loki and the Midgard serpent will inhale the world.
Inhale the world?
Yes. Arms up.
How do you inhale the world, really?
Well, he's a large serpent. He's Loki's spawn. It was Loki and had made love to his wife, an ice giant, and they had horrible beasts for children. Fenrir, the wolf, the Midgard serpent. Are we doing your pants today? Like your under your pants today too?
Yes. What about my other?
Oh! Is Reginald here?
Oh yes, he's.
Ah.
Look what I got! A rascal!
Well, Teresa. Look at you.
Look at me!
Just
Oh
fooling
my!
around. That's all right. I only have one of my breasts exposed right now.
Golly, I didn't know that you were having a bath. I can come back later.
Oh, please. Teresa, you and I have both seen worse than this.
Well, it's true, just not with each other. Is it okay if I come in?
That's fine, that's
Okay.
fine. Okay.
I'm slow when I'm getting around.
My Scandinavian nurse,
Oh.
she believes in the gods of the Vikings. Can you believe that?
The gods of the Vikings? That's fascinating. Do you pray to them?
Oh yes, we It's very often that I make a small sacrifice in the morning.
Oh my God.
Sacrifice.
And
What
then-
kind of sacrifice?
Well, you know, a small fowl or a rodent.
Oh.
On hard harvests, I've been known to slay a deer and an elk.
And just sacrifice it?
You're just gonna step right over me.
Oh my, well I don't know, Reginald, maybe I should just come back later.
Oh, Teresa, you don't have to leave.
Are you sure?
Are you being scared away by this
Well-
superstitious nonsense that my nurse is spouting?
It's a little bit strange. I don't know, as a Christian woman, I just feel that sacrificing deer and elk, I just don't know about that.
You know who would never inhale the world?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus inhales all of our love and our sins.
That's right.
what he inhales.
He breathes in love and sin. Both. He breathes them in both.
And he exhales his love. He breathes in our sin and he exhales our love.
Yeah.
His love for us.
And it's not weird at all that you then eat his body and drink his blood.
Not a bit.
I never really thought about it that way.
Lean forward.
I always felt a bit strange when I took communion.
Yes.
For a while, I thought I just didn't like the taste of the cracker.
Nope. Must have been the taste of Jesus.
Well, it is all symbolic, isn't it? Just, the body of Christ and
God.
the blood of Christ.
I don't have
God, when you think about it, it's disgusting.
I don't
eating
have
the
the taste
body
of Christ.
Blood of Christ.
My tongue doesn't like Christ.
Oh, maybe I should start doing the thing you're doing with the gods and everything.
Do you have some sort of Bible?
We have the old Norse poems. The Schniedelheim.
The what?
The Schniedelheim.
Hold on on, she's beeping and she's backing up. I can't hear a thing.
I'm done now.
The Schliedelheim.
The what?
That's their Bible.
The Schliedelheim.
Schliedelheim.
Wow.
So is there a big conversion process? Do you have to go back to like a Sunday school thing? You remember your first communion, Teresa? Oh, what a day that was, huh?
Dress and things.
No, we'll just hook you up with your go-to Norse deity. Mine is Frick.
Oh.
Mine
I'll take frack.
If you want to touch me, just touch me.
I did. I just touched you, and that's what I wanted to do, and I did it.
You want to do it again?
I do, which is why I did it again. You're a little behind the times. I'm doing something and you say it afterwards.
You touched me a third time.
Yes, and now I'm touching you more.
Now you're touching me more. You want to touch me more.
Of course. If I didn't want to touch you more, I wouldn't touch you more. I wouldn't touch you at all.
Now you want to stroke me with the back of your hand like I'm some sort of fancy cat.
Yes, that's how I see you as a fancy cat. You're a fancy cat.
I think you want to see me as a fancy cat.
Maybe I do. Is it wrong for me to want to see you as a fancy cat? Does it disturb you that I want to see you as a fancy cat? I mean, is this so terribly awful what I'm doing right now? Is it so very unpleasant?
If I were a cat, I'd love it.
Oh, but as a human you don't. You don't like the touch of another human?
I'm not saying I do, I'm not saying I don't. I'm just merely stating that if I were a cat, I'd know how I know that I love it.
Perhaps you want to be a fancy cat more than you think that I want you to be a fancy cat. Do you want to be a fancy cat?
Why do you know? Why do you want to know if I want to be a fancy cat?
Well, I'm just curious. You seem to be more interested in the thought of this touch being when you're a cat than the touch happening right now on your human skin.
I just think that if one were a cat, the amount of nerve endings one would have in one's back, especially towards the end of the back, that's where mating takes place. You rub that certain place, that back place on a cat.
You assume that cats have more nerve endings than humans.
Well, I know they do. I've researched it.
Have you? Are you that into fancy cats?
I don't want to say if I am or if I'm not, but if I were into fancy cats, I would surely know a whole lot about fancy cats.
Yes, you would. You say there are a lot of nerve endings down.
There are. There are. Fine, I want to be a fancy cat. I've wanted to be a fancy cat my whole life. My parents alienated me because of it. They sent me away. They sent me away to a school that would teach me not to be a fancy cat. It didn't work. It didn't take. I was never allowed back in the house. Now, I'm just a stray. I'm a stray away from it.
No, you're a fancy cat playing with a fancy, expensive toy from Petco. Look at that. Look at you. You're a fancy cat. Be the fancy cat that you've always wanted to
I
be.
just want to be a fancy cat.
Mayor Wiesenthal.
Yes.
Oh, I'm Stanley Holbrook.
Hi. Mayor Wiesenthal.
Oh.
District Holbrook. How can I help you?
Oh, I'm just a member of your constituents.
Oh, my constituent.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, you remember my constituency from the neighborhood of Rochester upon Tyne.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I lead the neighborhood watch.
Ah, yes. Well, you have my undivided attention.
Oh.
You've been given me the time. Would you ever see?
Oh, I would love one,
I'm
thank
redecorating,
you.
and that's why everything's a bit of a mess. But just please sit down. I'm trying to get rid of the whole stuffy idea of bureaucracy and a big desk and all of that. So we're just sort of having an open area now where people can come and we can sit and we can just talk.
Oh,
Why don't
thank
you
you.
tell me what's on your mind?
Oh, thank you, Mayor.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Stanley Holbrook.
Holbrook, Stanley Holbrook, like Hal Holbrook, but Stanley Kowalski was Marlon Brando, Hal Holbrook played Mark Twain, Stanley Holbrook, got it. Okay.
Wow.
So, Stanley Holbrook, what can I do for you today?
We're looking for a supplementary budget for the Neighborhood Watch.
Uh-huh.
Currently, our budget is $86.
Ah.
Now we're looking to expand that.
Ooh, how much?
110.
Ooh.
I know, times are tough. I know.
Woo! Yikes! You
All right.
he makes him come into my office with that friendly demeanor, and then he just want to gouge me with an increase of less than $20. If I'm doing my math, or maybe I'm not. Is it $20 raise? What is it? What is it?
Slightly more, like 24.
24! Whoa! God, look, I'm not the city accountant, I'm just the mayor, so I was off by $3, well, more, $4. $24! Jeez! Yeah. Wow, Stanley Holbrook, you have got some stones, I'll give you that. Oh, God, Stanley, I wish I could do it. I wish I could gobble up $24 for your neighborhood watch, but we are being led dry in the city. So I am $24.
Well,
Yeesh!
I'm willing to compromise.
Oh, okay. What do you need?
Well,
What numbers can we? How can we come down on that $24?
what about $103?
Wait, $103?
Yeah, $103.
Wait. So you 100? Wait. So 100. So from 100. So wait, 100. So 24. And wait. If it's 24. Wait. 100. Wait a minute. 24. Wait.
It'd be a $17
A
increase.
$17. Oh, $17 increase. 17. So it's not $100 increase.
No.
It's a $17 increase. Yeah. All right. Let me get my head around this. Hold on. Okay. $17 increase.
Miss Mayor, I brought the treasury report.
Oh.
You wanted.
Thanks. Numbers. Oh, look at all those numbers.
My uniform's itchy.
I know, son.
It's tight in my butt, Dad.
I know. But you're a Boy Scout now.
Do I have to carve things like those kids are carving things?
Yep, you'll learn your carving badge.
Knives look sharp, Dad.
Yeah, well, they'll start you out small, and then they'll get bigger.
So I've got a smaller knife than everybody else.
To start off,
Dad, I'm never gonna be the Boy Scout you were.
well, you can always dream, Kyle.
Because I can always dream. Sometimes I think about it at night, Dad.
Yeah?
I think about being a Boy Scout just like you were.
Yeah?
Yeah. In my dream, I like walk into like the Scoutmaster's office and I let him know what I'm gonna do for my Eagle Scout project.
Oh, what is that, Kyle?
Well, Scoutmaster, what I'm gonna do for my Eagle Scout project is I'm actually gonna build a fully functional drill that will drill to the center of the Earth and harvest energy from the Earth's natural core.
That's quite the project, Kyle.
You don't believe me, Scoutmaster?
No,
Here, I've got the layout right here.
Oh.
Yeah, Dad. And so this is the part in the dream where the Scoutmaster, he's so impressed that he just starts crying uncontrollably because my blueprints are so detailed. and intricate, and my math is so complicated, and then he just like starts crying. So there they are, Scoutmaster. Why are you crying?
Why is he crying, son?
Oh, he's crying because my plans are so amazing. But I like to ask him why he's crying because I wouldn't want you to think that I know that that's why he's crying. Like maybe he's getting a divorce or something, right?
I'm getting a divorce!
No, but that's not what's happening. He's crying because of my plans.
I'm getting a divorce!
No. Well,
And these plans are wonderful and it reminds me of my wife.
did your wife design?
Helen!
Right. Did she design drills too, Scoutmaster?
She's a dental hygienist!
Right, so, and then, like, what happens, Dad, is, like, we talk about his wife a while, blah, 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 and then, like, fast forward, like, we're near the end of the conversation, and he
I think I messed up right when I proposed!
like, see, but then after we get past all of this, like, and
I was always afraid of the water!
and then he, like, shakes my hand really hard, and he says, you know what, Kyle, you've got...
Don't ever grow up!
You don't have the handshake of a Boy Scout, you have the handshake of a Man Scout, is what he says to me. And at that point, he says, I'm so proud of you, and I know your dad will be too.
I'm proud of you, son.
Thanks. Yeah, so I mean, but that's what I'm hoping will happen. But I'm still scared of knives. And my butt itches.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Now that's what I'm talking about. I want a little bit of that.
Shaking. Oh, I bet you both want a little bit of
Oh
this.
yeah, you want a little bit of that?
Hey.
Come on, Clem. We want a little bit of that. How much? How much you cost? How much? How much for that leg?
Just this leg?
Just
Yeah,
that
we want
leg.
just the leg.
Just
Oh no, we want the leg and then what goes up under the leg.
My knee?
Yeah.
You want my knee?
The knee. I want to go up, whatever goes up in there.
Let me just bring my skirt up a little so you can take a look at it.
Oh, yeah. That's some good stuff right there. That's some good
So you
stuff.
just want my shin and my knee,
Yeah.
maybe my feet?
Maybe
Do you want my foot?
Up.
Up!
Up. Yeah. Up.
My lower,
Up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Up.
my quad?
Yeah.
You want my quadricep?
Quad. Go up. Go up. Come on.
Come on.
Up.
You want my upper quad?
Yeah, upper quad. What's upper quad?
Well, I'll bet you want my upper
Yeah.
quad.
Yeah.
It's one of the bigger muscles.
Yeah.
Mine's fit.
Upper quad.
That's right. My upper quad and my lower quad and my knee and my shin and my foot.
It's a lot of talk. A lot of talk. A lot more leg. A lot of talk. Let's talk more leg. Let's talk more leg.
Oh, you want more leg?
Yeah. How long is that leg?
This leg?
That leg.
Do you want to go up to the second knee?
Yeah. Second knee. Take it to the second knee.
You want to
Yeah.
take it to the second
Second
knee?
knee. Take it to the second knee. I
Oh,
want to see
yeah.
that second knee.
You want to see the
I want
second
to see the
knee?
second knee. I'll pay for
Oh,
the
I'll
second
show
knee.
you the
I'll
second
pay for the
knee.
second knee.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah. Second knee.
I'm putting it back. You just get a little taste of it for now, my second knee.
I'm drooling with
Oh, I'm
that
sure
second
you
knee.
are.
I want that
I'm bothered.
second
Oh, I see what kind of freaks you are.
Yeah, freaks.
Oh. Oh, I bet you want something.
One knee. I want the second knee.
That's right. Oh, I bet you want something a little special though, don't you?
Yeah, special.
Oh, I bet you want something right above the second knee.
Second knee. There's something on the second knee.
Well, here I've got something to show you. You see all these strange toes that are just hanging out,
Yeah.
twitching uncontrollably above my second knee?
Yes.
The sharp black nails on them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
What do you mean, what is it? I just told you what it was.
But it's weird. That's weird.
They're vestigial toes above my second knee.
Vestibular toe.
Vestigial.
Vestigial toe.
Vestibule, Joe.
Vestigial.
It's an entrance. It's a vestibule. It's a vestibule. Vestibule tunnel. Yeah, I don't want any vestibule tunnels. No, vestibule tunnels are right out. Second knee.
Yeah, that's the second thing.
Vestibule tunnels. No. I don't like it.
it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. We have changed our minds.
And,
You gotta take your weird black whatever that is and you gotta go home. Go back to that window. I don't want to go to Amsterdam again.
You don't know. You don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
we want that body.
We're gonna get back on our tour bus and actually go over to the Rijksmuseum because they've got a cafeteria.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a sandwich.
Sandwich. All right. Thanks for that.
You're trash.
You're welcome.
You're trash.
Downstairs.
Yes.
Playing your music.
Yes.
Not nice. They like your music. Nice. These are very nice curtains.
Oh yes, I bought them.
You did?
Yes.
Where'd you purchase these fine curtains?
Just a small place in town.
Oh.
Lynn's Tapestries and Curtains.
Oh, these houses. They're very nice. This is a very nice place. I'm sorry that I ran as soon as you opened the door straight to the wall.
Oh, it's most people.
And just hovered there for the last 45 minutes.
It just draws. It's like moths to a flame.
Yes.
So that's what Lynn's Tapestries and Curtains
Yes,
do.
it did. There was something magnetic. There was a magnetic pull to this. I wanted to come in and thank you for inviting me after dinner.
Yes.
You have neighbors. You have really
Yes.
fun neighbors.
Yes. They like rock music.
They do. Yes. Strong down.
Yes. A lot of bass.
Love bass. Yes.
You can touch it again if you want.
Really is tactile. Hector, I really had a lovely evening tonight. It was really the restaurant was just great,
Oh.
and so thank you for inviting me.
Well, I'm glad most people don't. Some people are very particular about Thai food, but
Yes.
you seem to like it.
I do. I'm not particular about Thai food at all. Thank you for a lovely evening and showing me your tapestries. When I'm in the market for tapestries or curtains, I shall go to Lynn's.
Yes, yes.
Now that I have seen their fine work. Well, I guess I should go then.
You could, yes, yes. We could also, you could stay for a nightcap.
Oh, a nightcap.
Yes.
That sounds very sophisticated.
Well,
What kind of nightcaps?
I have a nice dessert wine.
Oh, a dessert.
Yes, yes. A port, maybe.
Port. Isn't port nice? It's just a very sweet red wine.
Yes.
Isn't that interesting? What makes it so sweet, I wonder?
Well, I don't think it ferments as long.
Oh, is that it? So you don't get as drunk on it, but you get diabetes.
Yes, I think that's how it works.
Port. Thank you so much. You can have the little cordial. Yes, it's lovely. That is very good port. Where did you find this port?
Oh, well, it's right next to Lynn's Tapestries and Curtains. It's called McGregor's. Yeah. I only buy local.
Oh, that's so, isn't that nice? Think global, act local.
Brad, come out here with me. Just leave the party for a second. Just come out here with me.
All right. What's up?
I just want to show you something.
What? Come on, the party's great. Music's great. Let's go back inside.
No, okay. No one's here. I don't even think anybody lives in that apartment. Never here. If anyone lives there, I'll take off my skirt. If anybody lives there, they must be the most boring people in the world. Oh, maybe I climbed up against the wall. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Isn't that nice that they came together?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our half. You have been such a lovely audience. From what I understand, they have a special flavor milkshake waiting for all of you right across the way here. So come on back in like 10 minutes and we've got a second half for you. We'll see you soon. You gonna sit in the ball pit?
Yep.
Yeah, so you should. That was a good set, man. I gotta say, I have not played a lot of all 12-year-old crowds, but I would say that they seemed pleased. I don't hang out with 12-year-olds very often, but they seemed pleased.
Is it too much sex stuff for a 12-year-old?
Not in this day and age.
No, they're all having sex,
They're all
I'm
on
assuming.
Tinder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sure half of them are pregnant.
Probably. Denim. Bunch of pregnant 12-year-olds in denim.
Yeah.
Thanks again for asking me to play with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I might be bringing you down though. I think that, I don't know.
What?
I don't know, I'm getting in my head because I'm like not Jennifer Lawrence. I
Oh,
know that you
no.
guys are better, but I'm not her, and I'm older.
You know what,
And
though?
I'm brunette. I'm just not her.
No.
Yeah, hold on now.
I just feel like maybe it's just, I don't know, I'm getting in my head. I feel, do you need help out of the ball pit?
It's.
I don't know. I don't want to use the time. I don't want to use the intermission
No,
to pep me up.
This is
I'm not
what's
talking
happening
about,
right now.
Yeah, but I don't want to. That's not what this is about. This is just about thanks for inviting me. That's all this is about. And it's so good to see you after all these years.
It's really good to see you.
Yes.
Like cleared up a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you. I know. Okay. Yeah. This is fun. And it's really just. I think this thing and being able to do that is the most important thing. For
The
me.
healing that's
The
going
healing.
on.
I mean,
Okay,
I want
that's
to do a
great.
good show for 12-year-olds.
Sure, absolutely.
In the
Who doesn't?
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? But this is
Exactly.
this is the part that feels really good. So thank you.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. See, this is the kind of stuff that doing this sort of work should really be about. You know,
it's
it's
what
the,
improv is all about.
I got like a weird question.
Sure.
Do you still have all the hats?
What hats?
My hats. You said you dwelled on it a long time.
Oh, I know, because of all the. I mean, I was kind of mean, and I called you names and things
Yeah,
like that.
you know.
What hats?
You used to take my hat.
I took your hat.
Yeah, like caps and like winter hats, and I had a beanie, and for a while I was I had a fedora. So I was a 12-year-old who wanted a fedora.
Indiana Jones. I don't remember ever taking a hat. Are you sure it was me? Maybe it was a babysitter or something.
No, I
I took your hat.
Yeah.
Why would I take your hat? Why would I take a little boy's hat?
Well, you were bullying, and then you
Bullying. Well, I mean, I was kind of a little mean.
Right.
I was bullying. Did I really bully? Did I say a bully? I'm not sure if I bullied. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. I don't remember ever taking a hat. I don't wear hats. I have never worn hats. I don't really like hats very much. Sometimes you have to wear a hat. Motorcycle helmet, safety, bike helmet. Not really hat, but I've worn them. Did I take a bike helmet? Did I take any bike helmet?
It was mostly like a cap or like I had a sombrero.
Sombrero?
Yeah.
Where am I gonna fit a sombrero?
Like a Peter Pan hat.
A what?
Like the little cap. Peter Pan there.
A Peter
with like a
Pan cap.
feather.
That is you wore a sombrero, a fedora, and no wonder I bullied you. What was wrong with you that you were wearing all these things? And then you would, is that what, every time our families got together, you had a different hat?
Well, I like
Like
hats.
different nationalities and things, a sombrero and
Like, I had like a derby hat.
a derby and a little tam or shanter
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Are we still healing? I just want to make sure.
I don't know. I'm confused because I don't remember ever taking a hat. And now I'm feeling a little weird
Oh, no.
because I feel like, what about hats?
I totally just, it was one thing that came up when you apologized and I was like, oh, she took my hats and I was wondering if you still had them. I mean, obviously I wouldn't want to wear them now because I have a...
Yeah, because it'd be very weird to wear a sombrero.
Right, and it's a child sombrero, so it would just be...
Fit.
Right.
You have a pretty large head.
Yeah.
It's perfect for your body.
Right.
But it's,
big, it's big.
yeah, but it's proportion.
Yeah, right.
But it's
exactly.
big.
But if you were put it on Andy's body...
I'm so sorry. I don't, yeah.
I mean, do you think if I just dipped it, but then just licked it, just licked the sauce off, would that?
Just leave the sauce on. Why do you put the sauce on your finger?
But I mean, I was just thinking, like, I'd love to have the sort of texture of the nugget skin against my tongue. I don't
Wait,
want.
you're gonna take the bread off?
No. I've got a nugget and I'm dipping it.
You just eat the bread. And
No. I think like it's just a little bit because there could be like nugget particles in the meat or
Why
in
are
the
you
skin.
asking permission? What do you?
I'm asking for sort of just perspective on sort of the realms of veganism within this, like because the sauce is vegan. I know that for sure.
For sure. Okay.
So I'm just thinking, like, if you lick an animal, does that?
I don't know what vegans have to say about licking an animal, but I suppose if the animal gives its consent to be licked, then that's probably fine. Now, nuggets are dead and chopped up and mashed. They're not going to give a consent. I can't answer that. I think if you really want a sauce, do they do the zucchini breaded thing like some places do?
I'll check.
You don't remember like a top hat or like Matador's hat?
I don't remember Matador's hats. I don't remember any hats.
Or like a dunce's cap?
That would make sense, but I don't remember.
But it was like bejeweled.
Bejeweled. Oh my
Like a
God.
clown hat.
What is wrong with you? What was wrong with you? What was wrong?
It was just the
And
way
now it's coming back to me about why that we would get stuck together and I would be trying to make the best of it, and then you would annoy the crap out of me, and so you just wouldn't stop with things. And you went through my stuff. You would just want to look at everything in my room and just, oh, what is that? And there's the horse ribbon because I rode horses and you were fascinated by that. And then you just, oh my God. I don't remember any hats though.
Like a jester's hat.
Just, I don't have a hat. I don't have any hats. No hats. I don't have any hats. None of your hats. If I have a hat at home, I will give it to you. Any hat that I have, I might have, what do I have hat-wise? I might have like a little hat for winter. I have something like that, it's yours forever. You can have it. I'll buy you hats. Do you want me to buy you some hats?
That's
I'll buy you some
Tracy,
hats.
that's I
Just
maybe just one.
one hat. I'll buy you a hat. Is that gonna make you
Yeah,
feel better?
yeah.
Okay, what kind of hat?
I'll think about
All
it.
right, you think about the hat. I didn't take any fucking hats! I'm just saying, okay? Do you want to do some shows stuff? Like, do you
They
want
didn't have any zucchini, so I just, I don't know. I'm really undecided about this whole thing. I'm just gonna put it back for now.
Okay. Okay.
What about like a pirate hat? Like a pirate hat.
This is you all the time. No wonder she left. I'm sorry. This is weird now. It's all weird. It feels weird to go back out and do a show. I feel weird. I was already in a weird space, and now I feel like I'm in a weirder space. Do you want to do
Jeffer! Jeffer! What? I missed the first part.
Oh, goddamn! Oh. All right. It's fine. It's fine. All right. I'll get you a pirate hat. All right. Or sombrero. Or something.
Or like a conquistador hat.
And
Got your back.
got your back. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me.
Feels
I'm
good.
Super
Feels
glad
good.
to be here. I'm super glad to be
Yeah.
here. All right, let's let it all go. It's fine. It's just hat stuff. We'll sort
Yeah,
it.
it's
We'll
all-
figure it
right.
out. I'm getting you a hat. If you need 2 hats, I'll get you 2 hats.
Great.
All right, we'll figure all that out.
Like a beret, maybe.
A beret. We'll get you a beret. Like a
Conquistador
conquistador
and a
or a
beret.
beret.
Great.
Okay, that's you. Do you need anything? You need a hat?
No,
I'll
I
get you a
got.
hat. I'll get you a vegan hat.
I've got a really small head, and so when I wear hats, it looks like I'm being swallowed by something.
And no hats.
Yeah, I don't
will
think
get
so.
you some vegan nuggets.
That's
with the sauce or something.
That's very
like that.
generous.
Is that good?
Yeah.
We're all happy?
Yeah.
Good?
What do you want?
I want to just finish this thing and be happy
Yeah.
Great.
together.
I like both of those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a happy hat.
Happy hat.
I'll look it
We'll
up.
get a happy hat.
Shall we?
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, let's do this thing.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage the Trifecta.
We're back. How was the milkshake? All right. What was the flavor? Banana. Well, that's fantastic. I heard some other things, but maybe it was sort of a mystery flavor. Oh, folks, we're ready to get going again. Could I please have an object that could easily get lost?
Virginity.
What was it? There was something in the back.
Virginity.
Oh. Yeah, sure, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Educated 12-year-olds.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Look at our daughter.
You look like an angel.
Incredible.
Just like an angel.
Oh, Grace. Did we pick the right name or what?
Talk about, is that onomatopoeia?
Yes, maybe it is.
It is. It's sort of like name onomatopoeia.
Yes. Honey.
Oh.
Look at you.
No.
Oh, your first dance in high school.
Grace. When is this young man going to come and pick you up?
He'll be by shortly, Daddy.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
I can't wait to meet him.
Troy, is that right?
Yes.
Troy.
You've spoken so highly of him. He sounds like such a nice young man.
A very nice young man.
I think we're gonna get married someday.
Oh,
Oh, Grace.
I think she's in love.
Is someone in love?
We are. I am. I think he's gonna be a doctor, and I'm gonna also be a doctor. And we're gonna have a bunch of kids.
Well, that's wonderful, dear.
I want a baby.
Oh,
Oh.
I want a baby now, Mom and Dad.
oh, Grace, you have so much time for that.
But think about how much time I could have if I had multiple babies.
Oh, and someday,
Yes,
honey, you
someday.
will remember you also said you wanted to be a doctor.
Yes, right?
I'll be a doctor with a baby.
Yes,
Well.
that's very difficult to do, honey. Maybe you can go to, you have to go to college, you can finish high school, you're a freshman. You can finish high school, you go to college, then you go to medical school, you do your residency.
All with a baby.
Gracie, Gracie, I want to talk to your mother
Yes,
for a moment.
you just-
We're just going to step into the other room here, right? Just keep playing, Gracie. We'll be...
Troy will be hearing you. What is this?
I'm going to be honest, I feel like our little Gracie is possibly looking for a deflowering tonight.
What? She's saying that she wants to. Do you think she just wants to have sex?
Well,
She wants to have sex. She wants a baby. She
Well-
wants to have a baby. That's very different than having sex. I mean, do you think it's just about sex?
I just don't know how else she would have the baby.
I understand that. She seems very romantic. Hey, listen to me. Grace, honey. Now, you can tell me. We don't keep secrets from each other.
No.
Do you want me to leave the room,
You
Gracie?
can stay, Dad.
Okay, I'll just stay over here in the doorway.
Okay. Have you and Troy necked a little bit? Kiss. You know, you kiss. Oh, my baby too.
No, yes, we have.
Isn't that nice? Isn't it? Kissing is delightful. Isn't kissing wonderful? I love kissing your father.
I love kissing your mother.
But that's
Her
not how
lips
you
are
make
like
a baby.
No, it's not. I know. No, it's not.
I looked it up.
No. Oh. You looked it up, so you know how babies are made. Now, Grace, you're a young woman with a budding womanhood, and so of course you're going to want to experiment sexually. A little over the shirt. Is Troy done a little over the shirt?
And under the shirt.
Under the shirt.
And between shirts.
And between shirts. Between shirts.
Between shirts.
Sometimes we wear the same shirt.
Oh, isn't it
Together.
I'm sorry, you get in the same shirt?
You wear them together because you're in the same shirt. Isn't that fun? Kids are experimenting. It's so interesting.
Honey, I just want to check in. You need me to tag in, or are you doing
I'm
it
okay
right?
for now, but I'll
Okay.
give you a little sign.
I'll stay here in the doorway.
Great.
Sometimes we play games where he wears all the shirts and I wear no pants.
Ah, okay, all right.
And sometimes
Yeah.
I'm wearing only a glove
Oh.
and he's wearing an eye patch.
Love it.
I'm in love with him, Mom.
Yeah, love an eye patch. 2 bits. All right. So
Sometimes I
yeah.
dress like a nun.
Oh. Okay. All
Do I
right.
need to tag in? Am I tagging in?
Tag out.
Okay, all
Tag
right.
out.
And it's like Spider-Man.
Okay.
Playing
I'm going to tag you back in.
So this is good. I'm so glad we have the kind of relationship where you can tell me these things.
And we were learning about the Civil War last week, so I was Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, interesting. I don't want, let's not discuss what he was. So, honey, in all that experimentation, healthy experimentation, have you had sex? Have you had intercourse? Have you done has he taken his into yours and done, have you had, do you know how babies are made? Have you had intercourse? Have you fucked?
Mom!
Hang on.
So you two are new on the ship then, eh?
Jesus Christ.
What did you
I said, you two are new on the ship then, eh?
Yes, we are. Yes. I thought this was a tourist attraction. I did not realize that we would be actually part of an actual working pirate ship.
Crap!
Crab. Oh God, thank God. I thought it was pirates, and that sounds nice when you're thinking about,
My name is Crab.
Oh, you're crab. We are on a
I'm-
ship. You're crab.
I'm Crab.
I see. Oh. Well,
We're from Connecticut.
We're from Connecticut. I'm from Connecticut also. I don't know if you can tell. I have a definite Connecticut accent. Connecticut.
I met a whore from Connecticut. bitch.
It's very impressive that you do your own dentistry. I'm just wondering, Mr. Crab, if we might be able to
Get off!
this vessel, because we misunderstood the entire thing, and we'd really like to go back to Connecticut. We were just on holiday, vacationing. It's really amusing when you think about it, that we just went, oh yes, we'd like to volunteer, because they had the ramp up to the ship, and so we came aboard, but we are not suited to be crew members of a...
Pirate ship.
Right.
We have celiac disease. We wouldn't work out.
Both of us. It's very unusual for two people to
No free rides.
No, free rides, yes. No taken. No free rides, of course.
Mr.
I
Crab,
understand what you're saying.
how would you like a...
Well,
There you go.
I made a mistake once, too.
we all do.
Yeah.
I boarded this ship by mistake, too.
How long ago was that?
3 years ago.
3 years.
And where were you from?
Delaware.
Oh, God.
That was an insurance.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, please, Mr. Crab, you know what it's like then.
I had a Lexus.
Oh, no.
Oh, really? We've got Teslas, mansion. Yes.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, well, you don't need... Please, you've got to get us off this ship, right? You can do it now. Something. Help us. More money. More money.
Yeah. I'll give you all the money in my wallet if you let us off this ship.
Yes.
Captain wouldn't be happy.
Well, what the captain doesn't know won't hurt
That's
him.
right. We haven't even met him. Maybe he doesn't even know what we're for.
He's a very stern man.
Oh,
Very stern.
all right.
Lift up my shirt. Look at my back.
Oh, my God.
Those are lashings.
Oh, my God. Oh, I think I'm going to be sick. That's not right. This is, well, it's 2019.
It's 2019.
Yes. It's 2019. Nobody should be flogged.
I've been on here for longer than 3 years.
And the pirate ships nowadays are from Somalia. It's not, this is insanity.
Who is this? Who is this on this bill?
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Who?
Oh, come on, man. You do know who Thomas Jefferson is. It's only been 3 years and you sold insurance. Surely you remember. Oh, no. He's been brainwashed into thinking he's on a...
Pirate ship.
That's it. That's what I was trying to say.
What do you mean brainwashed to think I was on a pirate ship? I am on a
Well, you
pirate
are on a pirate ship, but thinking that you were on a pirate ship from a very long time ago. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing holding us here, really, when you think about it. Mr. Crab, thank you for a delightful afternoon, but we are leaving.
We'll be
We will
going.
be taking our leave. Thank
We'll
you
be
so much.
going.
Good luck. I hope you get back to Delaware someday. And, oh, look at that. Bye-bye, Mr. Crab. You know you have to block the door. I'm not going to run.
That's what you said the last time you were gonna run.
Yeah, but this time I mean it. I'm not going to run. It didn't work last time, so why would I try such a thing again? I'll just sit
I get off of this door, Tina, you're not gonna run?
No, I'm not gonna run.
All right. I'm gonna trust you, Tina. I'm gonna trust you.
All right, Big Jake. You know, you don't always have to do what he says.
Yeah, I know, but maybe I wanted to.
Why? What's he done for you?
He got me a job.
Yeah, some job.
Yeah, well, it's not nothing.
Yeah. So how long?
Well, he's coming back in a few hours.
A few hours. I'm sitting here with nothing. You took everything away. You took my pocketbook.
Well, yeah, 'cause you hit me with it.
Well, you don't got any magazines.
'Cause you hit me with them.
Well, you don't got anything to drink.
'Cause you hit me with it.
All right, if I don't hit you with something, can you give me something? I'm bored.
All right. Got a yo-yo.
Oh, yo-yo, sure. I haven't played with a yo-yo since I was a kid. If I can remember how to do any tricks. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yo-yo.
Wow, Tina. Oh my. Oh my. You're a. Get back to the chair!
I guess you want the yo-yo back.
God,
Yeah.
you're very good with that thing.
Thanks.
Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, you broke my nose.
Did I really?
Oh, feels broken.
Oh, you get some ice. You should put some ice on it.
Oh.
So, Big Jake,
Yeah.
what did I do that was so awful, huh?
You tried to run. You tried to run from the boss man.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is, what did I do to be in here, right? All I did was, laugh at another guy's joke. That was it.
You laughed at another guy's joke.
Is that so horrible? What's so wrong with laughing at somebody's joke?
Well,
He was wanting a drink. He had the drink. I'm a cocktail waitress. I have to make my tips, don't I?
I guess.
So I laughed at his joke, and now I'm sitting here. Because the boss man thinks I've betrayed him or something.
Yeah, well.
Now look at you, just standing around, keeping me here.
Oh, God.
You alright?
I got it. You knocked me right in.
Something. What is it?
It's just a pile of ice.
You gotta put you up. Yeah.
Oh, that feels nice.
Is that good?
Yeah.
You know, Jake,
Yeah.
you're better than him. Yeah. You're nicer. You're smarter. You're taller. You got a lot of good qualities, Jake. You're gonna have to take that. Go sit down. Come here.
Yeah, you're pretty nice yourself there, Tina.
Yeah, I'm all right.
That feels nice.
I'm
I really am sorry.
I'm good with it.
That's how it works, Lucas. I feel sorry and then it's done. That's how it works. That's what feeling sorry is all about.
They were still laughing when I left.
Oh, Lucas, they were laughing with you. It was a practical joke.
Who said we're not laughing with you, we're laughing at you, Lucas? And then you laughed some more.
That was a joke upon a joke. I was joking about the joke.
It wasn't funny.
No, I didn't know that you weren't wearing underwear, Lucas. Most people wear underwear.
I didn't do laundry today.
You should have told me before we went.
I didn't know that you were going to pants me at that bris. Who expects to be pantsed at a bris?
I'm a joke guy, Lucas. You know this.
And then I just had to explain everything. The Moyle was laughing. It just... I can't show my face again.
Lucas, I think you're taking this too hard.
No, I'm not.
I think you are.
No, I'm not. The Moyle, Rabbi, even the cantor. It's all right. And I wasn't the one who was...
You would think that if anyone wouldn't laugh, it would be the Moyle.
He laughed the hardest.
Right. It's surprising to me. You know, it's like a surgeon being afraid of gore. You know, it's like they should be used to that sort of thing. You know, or...
What kind of analogy is that? That's a terrible analogy. Just apologize and mean it.
Or it's like a garbage man, like not liking the smell of garbage. I mean, obviously they...
That has nothing to do with this situation.
Like,
No one threw a pack of garbage at a garbage man. No one hit the surgeon with a stomach.
Well, it's like a person who delivers Coca-Cola, who doesn't like sugar and caffeine and just, you know, long things on a nutritional value list that you shouldn't put in you. I mean, do you get where I'm going with this?
No, you pantsed me in the middle of a bris.
I already said that I was, you know, feeling bad about it. So that now you're making me feel bad about it. Twice.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, it's hard when you have to apologize and then someone doesn't, you know, let it go.
Well, I'm sorry. It was, everyone laughed.
And see, I forgive you because you're sorry. And that's how it works. See, so now, that's how it works.
They're all outside talking about me, aren't they?
Yes. I mean, I can hear the Moyle's voice.
I can hear it too.
Oh.
Oh.
That's exactly what he said, too.
That was his laugh. Oh, oh, oh. I forgive you, Thomas.
Oh, Lucas, see, this is how friendship works. We're friends. You should let me know when you're not wearing underwear. You know?
You should let me know when you're going to pants me at a bris.
Okay, well, seems like a fair deal to me. I think that we should both be very clear with each other when we see each other. I'd love to know any updates about whether you're not wearing underwear, and I'll let you know if I feel like I'm in the mood that day to surprisingly pull your pants down. It seems like a fair deal.
That seems fair.
This is why we're best friends.
me.
Get out of here.
Don't let go of me.
I'm not gonna
Maybe it was real.
I think it's real.
It's real. Blood when it hit me in the face. It was warm. I don't know what blood's supposed to taste like. It tastes like iron. Is that what it tastes like? It tastes like iron. Oh God, I think it was real.
You've never had like a bloody nose that goes down the back of your throat and it's like iron?
What?
You get a bloody nose and sometimes it goes down the back of your throat or you cut your lip and you swallow a little bit.
Or,
It's
some,
still got iron.
or if someone cuts themselves and you can smell it, it smells like iron.
I know.
You guys have had a lot of blood experience.
Not that many, just the normal human amount.
I feel like I'm underexposed.
Well, not anymore.
I guess not. I mean, I've got blood all over me. God. You okay?
Just, I don't like the smell and taste of iron.
Gross.
Gross.
I was anemic once and had to take iron, and I didn't like that either. The smell, and then it gave me a stomach ache.
So am I like grossing you guys out right now?
Totally grossed us out.
I appreciate you guys, you know. Okay, this place is like a maze. Are we on the 3rd floor?
No, I'm just one foot in front of the other.
Let's go down that staircase, the spirally one.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm getting blood all over your hair right now.
Getting dizzy on this spiral staircase.
The stairs are really narrow by me.
I want to trade places. I'm smaller than you. This is wider where I am. Just trade. Oh, now I'm getting
Sorry,
all
it's
blood.
all over your back. I got blood all over your back.
Okay.
God, sorry. Don't make too much noise. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. They gave you that shirt for your birthday, Ron.
Okay, let's keep going down the stairs. Oh, it is weirder being in this part. Because you're just kind of turning on yourself.
It's a tiny spiral staircase.
They're really close together stairs. I don't understand this place. It's like the Winchester Mystery House. Wait, are we in the Winchester Mystery House? Because that is haunted.
It is?
Yeah, keep going. I'm down 2 stairs.
Okay. God, we're almost to the landing. Oh, God, there's a big pile of blood.
Yeah. Wait, how do you pile up blood? It's a pool of blood.
What?
It's a pool of blood. It's not a pile of blood. It's a pool of blood.
Well, I mean, there's probably like more than one layer of it laying on top.
It's a pool of blood. Do you not understand what we're
What the
saying?
hell is going on with you guys?
That's your pool of blood.
What?
It's your you.
What? No! 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 Folks! That's our show! You've been the best group of middle schoolers I've ever met! Oh, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of this party.
Stay seated, the Hamburglar's coming out.
Oh, that was kind of a dark ending. Sorry about that.
Super dark.
Super dark. Maybe a genre though. Maybe they'll like
Yeah,
it.
maybe it is genre. I figured it'd be like transformed into ghosts or something.
Yeah.
Because we start talking with
Yeah,
voice.
exactly.
I'm trying to figure out why. So yeah, well thanks.
Yeah.
Bobby. Great. So
I was thinking about maybe like a captain's hat.
okay. Captain's hat. Captain's hat, and you know what? Just text me your address, and I will get that off to you. And
Tracy, I gotta say,
What's that?
I thought this went just incredibly well.
Great.
And you could tell by their reactions, you know, that it just went incredibly well. And I want to say something, and I think I can speak for both Jerri and myself, that rarely, if ever, did we have a show like that with Jennifer. She does not do characters. Accents are, you know, off the table for her. Yeah, absolutely. I really just heads above.
That's very kind of you to say.
Yeah.
That's super, super nice. Well, it was fun. And so I had a great time, and I loved playing with you guys. It was a super good time. And, you know, we'll, you know, maybe some other time again. And
We've got another show in 2 weeks. You can bring the hat.
It's at a Burger King.
it's in a burger.
You can bring the hats then.
I don't have your hats.
Oh no, the new ones you're gonna buy.
Okay, the new hats.
Or if you find the old ones, you can.
I don't have the old ones. There are no hats. There are no old hats. I'm getting you a new hat. I don't have your hats.
You get me a Burger King crown. That's a
Okay,
hat.
I will get you a Burger King crown. I can't say it, but I'll get it.
So we'll see you in 2 weeks at
I'll
Burger
see
King.
you in 2 weeks, if I can. I might have something to do that night. Like, I think I might have a show on KFC. Maybe an Arby's. Might be an Arby's. You did a whole tour of just fast food places.
We
In
tried.
and Out Burger. You should really. That's hitting it, man. If you can play it. Call me when you play an In and Out Burger.
Are you saying no to us?
Well, I'm not saying yes. Thanks for having me. Bye. It was good. It was good to see you again, hats, and we'll stay in touch. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to meet you. Good to see you again. Say hi to your dad, and bye. Thank you. Thanks so much. Bye.
You could get me like a corporal hat.
I'm not getting you a hat.
Why am I naked? Oh, that taste. I know that taste. I know that taste. And you hug me over the ball pit. Hug me over the ball pit.
Thank you so much, folks. If you like what you saw, we've got another show tomorrow night. It will be completely different. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell people you might meet on the street. Best way to follow us is to like us on Facebook, Andy and Jerri are the Trifecta, or www.facebook.com, TrifectaSF. We'll be in the salon after the show. Big thanks to Tracy Burns.